everyone, welcome back to Brighter Minds Learning. And today we're diving deep into one of the most colorful parts of grammar, adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns, which means they tell us more about a person, place, thing, or idea. They add detail, feeling, and color to our sentences, helping us create clearer pictures in our mind. Without adjectives, our sentences would sound plain and dull. For example, saying I have a dog is simple, but saying I have a cute, fluffy, brown dog paints a much better image. The words cute, fluffy, and brown are adjectives because they tell us what kind of dog it is. Now, let's explore the different types of adjectives and understand how each type works in our language. The first type is descriptive adjectives. These are the most common kind. They describe the quality, color, shape, size, or characteristics of a noun. For instance, in a tall building, tall tells us the height. In a delicious cake, delicious describes the taste. And in a kind teacher, kind shows the teacher's nature. Descriptive adjectives are powerful because they make sentences more expressive. You can describe someone's mood, happy, angry, excited, or even how something feels, soft, rough, or smooth. Next, we have quantitative adjectives. These adjectives tell us how much or how many of something there is. They answer questions like how much or how many. For example, in I have 3 apples, the word 3 shows quantity. In there is a little water left, little tells us the amount of water left. These adjectives help in expressing measurements or quantity. Words like some, many, few, much, enough, and several are all examples of quantitative adjectives. Then we have demonstrative adjectives. These adjectives point out specific noun and help us identify which one we're talking about. The most common demonstrative adjectives are this, that, these, and those. For example, this book is mine. This sentence refers to something close to the speaker, while on the other hand, that book is yours refers to something farther away from the speaker. These is used for plural nouns that are near, like these cookies are fresh, and those for plural nouns that are farther, like those mountains are beautiful. Demonstrative adjectives help us be clear when identifying objects or people in conversation. Another important category is possessive adjectives. These adjectives show ownership or belonging. Words like my, your, his, her, its, our, and their are possessive adjectives. For example, my bag is new, her cat is sleeping, or their car is fast. They show who owns or possesses the noun. Notice that possessive adjectives are always followed by the noun they describe. They don't stand alone. Moving on, we have interrogative adjectives. These are used to ask questions and are placed before nouns. The main interrogative adjectives are which, what, and whose. For example, which color do you like? What subject do you enjoy the most? And whose book is this? These adjectives help us gather specific information about nouns in a question. Another key type is proper adjectives. These adjectives are formed from proper nouns and are always capitalized. They describe something specific that comes from a name or place. For example, Italian food, Canadian winter, or Shakespeare's drama. The words Italian, Canadian, and Shakespeare's are derived from proper nouns, Italy, Canada, and Shakespeare. Proper adjectives connect nouns with specific origin, nationalities, or famous people. Now let's talk about numeral adjectives. These show the exact number or order of noun. They are divided into three categories: definite numeral adjectives like 1, 2, 3, indefinite numeral adjectives like many, several, few, and distributive numeral adjectives like each, every, either, and neither. For example, each student receives a book, or every child got a gift. Numeral adjectives are especially useful when counting or organizing information. Next, we come to comparative and superlative adjectives, which are used to compare things. Comparative adjectives compares two nouns and often end in er or use the word more. For example, John is taller than Sam, or this movie is more interesting than the last one. Whereas superlative adjectives, on the other hand, compares more than two nouns and often end in est or use most. For example, Mary is the tallest in the class, or this is the most beautiful painting I've ever seen. Remember, comparative adjectives compare two things, while superlative adjectives show the highest degree of quality among three or more. Now that you know all the types of adjectives and how to use them, start adding them to your sentences to make your writing sparkle. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Brighter Minds Tutoring channel for more lessons like this. And if you'd like extra help for any subject from grade 1 to 8, please contact us on our email address for more information. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay healthy and eat healthy.